Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's your boys back again, once again, with another episode of Power Rangers Academia. So, Isaac, before going back to this once and always, it looked like you had something you wanted to say.
Yo, y'all saw the Green Ranger's damn armbands, yo. What is that?
Okay, wait a minute.
I didn't notice.
I watched the trailer, and I was very happy to see that the Green Ranger is there.
I'm not happy.
This is interesting though.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I'm not happy.
Well,
why are you not happy?
So why aren't you happy?
It's okay. Remember that episode where Jason comes back and beats Morphin, right? And the whole Mighty Morphin squad comes out. You don't know who's under those damn suits, right? You don't know that. So I hate seeing an iconic Ranger like the Green Ranger. We know that's not Jason David Frank underneath.
Well,
I hope it's not. That's the case, bro.
I really hope not.
Okay,
so people were saying,
don't even bring
Twitter,
it.
them armbands mean that's not a legit Green Ranger, unless this video is trying to stick with it. So people are saying, yo, it could possibly be Adam, because we already have a Black Ranger, right? So it could possibly be Adam since he was a Green Ranger before. Listen, I'm just looking into. I'm telling you. I'm just. Right? So I'm like, you know what? It's possible. You know, maybe I don't know, but I don't like that. You don't have the original actor there playing the most iconic Ranger, and this was obviously before everything happened with him, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, you know, what the true story is, whether, you know, because of everything that was happening with his wife at the time, or he got invited but his schedule didn't fit in it. I don't know. I will never know. But they should have not put him on there. Now I feel a certain type of way knowing that he's there, but he's not there. So I'm not okay with that. I am not okay. I'm glad that they got Rita's voice actress, you know, coming
Barbara.
back.
Yep, Barbara's
that's
back.
awesome. That is awesome. But, you know, it's those tiny things. And it's like they threw it there just for a quick crash grab, I feel. Like, no, like you could have done something else, man. And then seeing, like, if you saw there's a picture going around, right? A scene from the actual trailer where it shows Rocky, Billy, and Kat. Who's right there front and center? It is Billy, right? You got a Red Ranger like Rocky. We know he sucks. He is right behind them. He's taking no lead, nothing. So again, just to add on to why Rocky sucks, we haven't seen Billy for years. Yo, this dude was on a whole.
But Billy's goated though.
Billy is goated, yes. Billy is goated, but he was never a Red Ranger, right? And you know, and tradition is you're a Red Ranger, you're a leader, or at least the most OD one out of all of them. If there's no Tommy on the squad, right?
Not all of them.
So clearly, right? We have Rocky in Billy's shadow. Like, who would have thought?
Rocky was blue too.
Yeah. Okay, but wait a minute. But let me ask you this: Did it look normal to you?
Yes.
With all things considered. Okay.
Yes, it did.
Me neither. I was like, you damn right. Leave that Morphin sequence.
It angered me. Right, that even Hasbro know, okay, this guy sucks, but we couldn't get the good Red Ranger. We have to settle for this, you know. And it just makes me wish Austin St. John was there even more. Also, it's weird seeing Kat there, because Kat, when we talk about like greatest of all time Pink Rangers, or when we talk about Pink Rangers in general, nobody was like, yo, Kat, yo, she was the Pink Ranger. So we just saw her in Dimensions in Danger. I'm like, that's just like it just happened. No, we most recently saw her in Dimensions of Danger,
5 years ago,
right? And now we're seeing her. We saw Rocky as well. And funny enough, both of them were getting bopped. So now you're telling me, you know, now they can put up a good fight. You know what I'm saying?
She was Zeo Pink in that one.
That's Turbo. She was Turbo.
Oh my
she was
God.
Turbo Pink.
Was she?
Holy
shit.
She didn't. They didn't give a lot of people screen time, so you could probably barely tell.
Yeah, she was Turbo Pink, and Rocky was.
I wonder why.
Rocky was red. You know, Rocky was red. So it's seeing Catherine was like, I don't know. It's like it doesn't feel.
Amy, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, and it sucks to say, it really does, because of what I saw today. I'm not excited. I thought it was gonna be like them at a reunion talking about memories of the show type thing. I didn't think it was actually gonna be like. That's what I thought it was gonna be. When I'll be okay with that, but now them trying to make a story out of this with Rangers that we don't consider even to be some of the greatest Rangers of all time, except for Billy, Zach. You know, those are
that's
and
where the
Adam,
list stops.
and Adam.
Oh,
and
well,
Adam,
yeah.
And Adam, but Adam's not even on the. You know, he had the
SPA.
I wanted to talk about that a little bit.
I'm not looking forward to it right now, and I'm going to watch it. Obviously, I know you guys are going to watch it as well, but it's just something. It feels cheap to me. That's what it feels cheap. It does not feel like the 30th year celebration that we deserve.
See,
Okay. Yeah, we I feel like we all got a lot to say.
We do. I know. Listen, I know this is a this is a hot topic right here. I know some people are excited.
Sure.
Some probably feel the same way I do. But because I feel this way because I care about the series so much and I expect perfection.
Naturally.
And when I don't get that, it feels like almost a stab in the back. Because I know if they gave me the pen and paper, I would write things completely different, and I'll do whatever it takes to get what I want on there.
See, the only reason why I'm still like okay with how things are, or just because like there's a lot of circumstances out of control, right? Because Amy not coming back is not surprising, because like I feel like she might do like a voice thing or like some kind of virtual cameo.
I will be okay with that.
But like I feel like because she did tweet something about like kind of insinuating that she might have some kind of involvement in the whole thing. Yeah. But she's a busy person and she kind of like stepped away from all that kind of stuff anyway. Like she goes to the cons and stuff, but I feel like she doesn't have the same desire to go back the same way that the other actors, I feel like she probably did the movie cameo because JDF was doing it. He probably convinced her because JDF, how much they were cool like that. So is David Yost and Amy Jo. Yeah, that's true. Like David Yost is cool. Yeah.
So come on, I don't believe that.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like her priorities are probably different than the other actors, but I wouldn't be surprised if she showed up in some kind of way that we just don't know yet. When it comes to Austin St. John, we've talked about this before, but he fumbled his own bag, so that's on.
But he even straight up said like what was the old director that retired in Beast Morphers?
I don't know.
Like he said that it was a director that retired in Beast Morphers, and I remember that was the thing for a while. Like he was saying that I'll only do this Beast Morphers thing just because this is your last season. That's the only reason why he did it. And
he did as a favor to
as a favor. I forget.
Chip Lynn or something, or
Chip. Yeah, the guy Chip. Yeah, he's the guy that made all the GOAT seasons. Yeah, Chip Lynn. He made like Space all the way to like RPM, and then he came back. He did Space all the way to I forget what season, and then he came back and did the second half RPM after they fired the guy Eddie Gazillion, and then he came back in Samurai, and then but yeah, I remember he said because Chip told him that he was gonna retire after that, and then he was like, all right, I'll do this for you. I believe it was Chip. If I'm wrong,
I'm pretty sure that's.
But then,
but he straight up said that was it. Like he wasn't even gonna do that at first. So like that was really his last appearance.
And then when it comes to the JD or the Green Ranger thing, right? Like, so that was obviously filmed before he passed, and part of me, like, we were already speculating like maybe he did a voice or something. It's like there's a strong possibility he did the ADR at least, which I can live with him doing the ADR as long as it's him and not somebody else.
Listen,
right?
But at the same time, I feel like they would reveal that now more than ever instead of keeping it as a surprise.
Maybe, I agree, which is why, like, so I think there's a couple of possibilities here, right? Because I saw the Adam theory. I don't necessarily agree with the Adam theory as a possibility, but I would say that's like a 2% chance.
I didn't see that shit at all.
I feel like there's the one of two things is going to happen. It's either JDF doing the ADR, or it's JJ.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it could be Trini's daughter too.
That'd be pretty.
No, Trini's daughter's going to be yellow.
I mean, we don't know that for sure, unless they.
But wasn't that the theory that she changes colors or whatever?
It is, but the yellow and green were both there. So
yeah. So it's complicated, right? It's very complicated. So all right. So here's my thing. A few things just off of the cast that we've all kind of like touched on a little bit. It is very awkward for us to see the lineup in what it is, right? Because like when you list them all, especially in as far as importance, Billy and Zach are right at the top. Because then following that is what? Kat. And then Trini's daughter, I would think, is even more important than Rocky.
You forgot Adam too. Adam's up there.
Well, no. But like, as far as like who the main suited characters are gonna be, because that's the other thing I was gonna get to, right? Both Adam and Aisha have so far only been seen as playing these characters from the PRA, the SPA, right? Space Patrol Alpha, probably. right?
Or Academy.
Or Academy. I was thinking Academy.
Yeah, one of those. And so it's like, that raises the question, are they going to get their suit time? Are they going to get their moment? Or, something along those lines? Because they were both a part of Stone Canyon. They could have that moment with Rocky. You know what I'm saying? They could, but will it happen? I don't know. It depends on how this whole thing was written, because the other thing that was revealed was that originally these writers, the team of writers, wrote this script to be a feature film.
Yeah.
But of course they had to downsize it to what it is, what they're giving us now. And so with seeing how oddly, and that's the thing, like, because Mighty Morphin spanned across 3 seasons, and they're basically like taking what they can get and they're giving it to us on like this, this platter. And it's just like, they're trying to give us a 30th anniversary celebration special where it's just one episode or whatever, however you want to word it, and that's it, right? So it's unfortunate because, with all things considered, like, we can't have the perfect thing, because if it was up to me, I would want all of them in there. I would want Jason there. I'd want Tommy there. I'd even want Trini there, right? But she was the first one to go way back, unfortunately, right? And then, like, obviously, how can you not have Kimberly there? Like, how can you not have her there? Mm-hmm. And it's just, it's like jarring in a sense. And like, and it's like, it's even more jarring to see Billy and Zach stand next to Rocky. And it's not Jason.
You know what's
we
interesting?
Never worked together. Like,
yeah,
you remember?
Billy has, right? It's just Rocky.
Billy with Zach. But I think that to counterpoint, I think that's an interesting aspect of this, because since we are covering like basically all 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin, you have these like scenarios that you never saw before. So even for us fans, we have a situation. And granted, like, if you putting it all aside, it's a scenario that like a lineup of the Mighty Morphin Rangers that you just never expected to see, which is like, I feel like there's a novelty in it.
And that's why I'm like more like on Isaac's side of this, when it just feels weird. Like it doesn't feel like a true like 30th big anniversary, because it's like after this it's like, all right, well, shit, like where are they gonna go from here? Because like when 35 comes around and 40 or whatever, like, are they even gonna do something like that again, or whatever the case may be? Because I know Rocky's gonna be waiting next to that phone.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, Circle K.
He's like, I didn't fumble no bag.
It's almost like, because it's almost like they shouldn't have, to me, and I said this to guys, it feels like they shouldn't have done anything. If this is, to me, it's like, if this is the best they can do, I almost don't want it. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah. It's almost like I'm gonna say I almost don't want it, because it's not, again, it's not what I feel like we deserve as fans who've been here for all this time, dealt with everything, the ups and downs of the series. They're just giving us like a half-assed version of what it could have been.
But I don't know. I feel like when you put it that way, it makes it seem like they did it to spite us, where it's like, it wasn't their fault. It's
or
just
do something different with it, with what the cards they were dealt. Do something different, that's it. Like I mentioned, maybe a reunion show would have worked out much, much better.
Oh, like something like the Toys That Made Us.
Something like that.
Like cool. A docu-series or some shit like that.
Yeah,
just going, because like even like seeing, watching that, like, how big it was, but like, it's kind of crazy when you think about how big it really was. Like, it would be cool to see them just talk.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I say that one thing.
Props to them for bringing back Zach and Billy. David Yost, the reason he left the show, right? And he saw that things are different now, and he feels comfortable coming back. So, props to them for, for making the proper changes and have everybody feel more included now, right? And that's why, especially a season like Cosmic Fury and Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury are gonna be so big, right? It's just they're doing the right thing here. And Zach too, he had his issues with just the way he didn't come back for any reunion for any.
This is his first big.
First time in 20 years.
So it even goes to show that the people behind the scenes, like they care. They really genuinely care. And I mean, I guess now, even just saying that, I mean, I guess I'll take it. I guess I'll take it, but I'm looking more forward to see Billy and Zach and Adam than anybody else. I don't care what happens. They could kidnap Rocky and take his powers. I do not care. I honestly don't. And Kat, I can care less. It's whatever to me.
And when you think about it, it makes sense that when you see those shots and Billy's the leader, bro. Like, think about it. The last time we saw Billy, he was the dude at the command center in Zeo, and then he goes off to Aquitar, and I hope they mention that. I hope they mention that.
Did you see Did you see that picture? I'm pretty sure somebody saw a picture where they show like the different episodes and it had characters' name. I think like episode 3 or something for Cosmic Fury. It shows 3 characters around there. It says Billy.
No, I didn't see that.
So it's a possibility that they go to Aquitar and they see Billy there.
Yeah, and see, and I made that point in a previous episode. I was like, dude, there's no way that the 30th anniversary is not gonna have any kind of crossovers. Like, this is their chance to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought originally with this movie thing that they're doing for the 30th anniversary and all the Mighty Morphin stuff, I thought those actors were also gonna like do things with the Cosmic Fury cast as well. Because I mean, like, if they're all in New Zealand, like,
do you think it's gonna take place in the same timeline?
I would think it would have to, because go ahead.
My bad. No, I'm about to go to a different. I mean, I was gonna talk about how I feel about everything, but you guys can do that first.
Oh well, I mean, yeah. The only thing I was gonna say left was just that, like, I just feel like when it came down to how they're like setting everything up, like, it just wouldn't make sense that they would have all those actors for Mighty Morphin stuff just be like, not like, I didn't expect them to be in every episode, but like, yeah. Like,
I mean, like, you know what thing I also thought about too is like maybe there'll be a way they're gonna introduce Cosmic Fury like that in a way, like at the way it ends, you know, kind of like mix both of them together somehow. Like they find like a portal or something, they're able to enter, you know, their world or something. That's why possibly Billy can show up. Possibly, I don't know. Listen, I've been thinking about a bunch of stuff, but like have an introduction, or maybe those Rangers, like the Cosmic Rangers, communicate with them in a way. You know, like I'm thinking about stuff like that. I feel like the way it ends, I'll find it very because to me it's like, okay, they obviously can get help from other people, from other Rangers, or because there are so many Rangers out there, but the reason they're not. Maybe, you know, they got transported somewhere where they can't communicate with anybody outside that world or whatever, right? And then it's I'm thinking a lot. Sorry, it's just wishful thinking. I'm thinking a lot, but I really do think they're gonna find a way to merge both of them at the end. Something just tells me that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, so you don't think they're like within the same universe as it is right now?
Yes and no. Yes and no. But I feel like, you know, since Cosmic Fury is supposed to come out after this reunion, after the 30th anniversary special, I feel like it's gonna do something to just lead into that somehow. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna have to.
Well, they said that Cosmic Fury takes place directly after Dino Fury events.
So maybe this was whatever happens here is going on around the same time that was happening towards the end of Dino Fury or something.
Well, I mean, the fact that it's called Mighty Morphin, you know, Power Rangers, leads me to believe it's something completely separate. And I like that it's something completely separate, because like, I don't want to bring in a whole thing, but like I prefer that the specials didn't include the current season if it's going back to Mighty Morphin.
No, that's fine. Yeah, they're making it primarily Mighty Morphin. Yeah, that I like. I was just saying for the Cosmic Fury side of things, that they would feature some of them, you know, since it was a 30th anniversary season, and usually that's like kind of where you do things. Like they did it for Ninja Steel, Dimensions in Danger. They even did it for Beast Morphers, and that wasn't an anniversary season. That was just because, well, we have the footage for it, so let's try to get fucking Austin St. John. You know what I'm saying? But
and a bunch of other Mighty Morphin Rangers that we don't know who's really under the helmets, you know.
Something else that we haven't talked about at all was the plot, right? Because like we still don't know much about the plot, but they gave out one thing, and they said something about like a Robo Rita, like that. I will say that like I feel like the plot was something that, like, you know, like we have this hodgepodge of characters, you know, like we all feel some type of way about that, but I felt like the big thing with this, we all love the idea of Trini's daughter being the main character, and like we felt like the plot was really going to be the thing that could really make this good. But I'm not feeling the Robo Rita stuff. I don't know, man. That sounds hella whack to me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, especially after Goldar Maximus and Zed's like half son. Like I feel like we're not really batting 1,000 with like the Mighty Morphin related villains that we've gotten. Except for Zed, guys. Like I like new Zed. New Zed is all right.
No, he's okay.
But
he's okay.
He gets a fucking pass
because he's buff and he still looks the part. The voice
this
isn't
man,
the same.
He's been juicing.
Yeah, but like aside from that, like Goldar Maximus was a miss. Rita and Zed's son from Operation Overdrive was a miss.
No,
fucking Thrax. Is that his name?
Yeah, Thrax or whatever.
They kind of are like. They have missed every single time they try to bring back a villain.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them making him good and then putting him back again. Like, put him back again. Like, I don't like that. Maybe if it was Scorpina, I probably would have been all right with that.
That makes more sense.
Well, and the crazy part, and because with the comics, right? Like in the current arc, Rita looks OD.
Yeah.
Like that is cool. And granted, it's in the comics universe, which is like split off from the timeline of the show in a way.
The comic universe is way better than the fucking mess we got in this real fucking shit.
And I agree, but it's just like when you see that and then you hear about this Robo Rita, it doesn't really send me a lot of like faith that they're gonna hit. And granted, like the best part about it is that Barbara Goodson.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. I'm glad for Barbara because, as y'all might not have known, Battle for the Grid, she actually voiced Rita as the last character in Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. So if you haven't seen that, if you want to see how she still sounds, check the game out because she did a phenomenal job in Power Rangers Battle for the Grid on all consoles. So, yeah. I was not... Go ahead.
Yeah, so like after all that, I will say that like I'm kind of cautiously optimistic. Like I still have some faith in it. But like, we have like the weird cast. Even though I don't hate it. Like for what they were given, like we already talked about how like they couldn't get Austin St. John. Even before like the whole thing with Tommy happened, like he even said, like if you guys remember, that he didn't want to play Tommy anymore. Like he was focusing on the White Dragon stuff. So like who knows? They probably, I'm sure they did ask him, and maybe he just said no, or like with that whatever that. And then Amy Jo, like I'm sure they wanted to get everybody, but like they're just kind of it sucks. But
I'm gonna be
real.
real.
Like they just doing what they could.
I'm thinking. I'm like, you know what? Maybe their budget didn't allow it because they already spent most of the money to Blue Ranger and Zach. You know what I'm saying? To Billy and Zach. So it's like, yo, if we get Austin, he's gonna ask for a bunch of money, or we can get Rocky for $500. Like, I'm thinking
Rocky
about
for
this.
free.
Remember, yo, guys,
give him a hot dog.
Fun fact, guys, we try to bring Rocky before we had JD. We try to bring Rocky for one episode, like we did with Zordon and Dog and Magnet Offender
Kyle.
or whatever. Yeah,
we have Kyle.
And the agent was trying to charge a whole arm and a leg for Rocky. Listen, our pockets ain't that deep.
My arms and legs are still here, so yeah.
So sorry for the Rocky fans, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's for us it was deep. For them, they're probably just like, oh, this is nothing, all right. Or you know what, Rocky probably asked to be on it.
Yo. Shut up, yo. Listen, I'll be damned if. Listen, I'm not gonna. What we're not gonna have happen is a Tyson situation where an actor asks to be on here, and then we still have to charge them. What? No, that's not how this works. That's not how this fucking works. All right, I won't get into any stories. I won't get into any stories.
Oh yeah,
right.
I remember. Yeah.
But the other thing I wanted to say about this whole Tommy situation in particular. Is listen, I'm still holding out hope that he's the one that took that picture. I'm still holding out hope that he's the one that took that picture and he was with them.
Same.
I'm still holding out hope, and I'm really hopeful that somebody on that team. I'm not talking about the Rangers. I'm talking about even if they were involved in this decision, I'm hoping that those that have been working on this film, they were just like, we're not gonna say or mention anything related to JDF because he will be a surprise. He'll be one of the surprises because they did say they're gonna hit a lot of like nostalgic notes and stuff and references and this and that. Like, and we haven't even gotten to talk about Alpha yet.
Yeah,
or the Rad.
Now that I think of it, I think I know the perfect way to do it. Right? Let's just say at the end they fight or whatever, and they're all, they obviously listen. We know what's gonna happen without even watching the damn thing. The Rangers are gonna win. Like, let's be real here. They're gonna beat Robo Rita. We know this already. But I feel like after the fight, he'll probably say something like, like I'll be like, "Oh, thank you, Tommy," and he'll be like, "Yeah, you'll hear his voice say something, not showing him but hearing him." It's like, okay, that was him all along, even though we're not gonna see him. I feel like that right there would be acceptable.
If I hear his voice, I will be very happy.
Yes,
yeah.
and
I might tear up.
I think we're gonna get that. We're not gonna see him, but we're gonna hear him.
That would be the biggest. Listen, that would be, honestly, I would lose it if he was a part of this the entire time and they were just trying to keep him as a surprise anyway, to just like throw us off. Like, how the hell are they gonna do this and there's no Tommy? Like, and have the speculation station just work its magic, and then we finally get to this big reveal and he was a part of this in the entire time. And like, I really hope they don't Beast Morph for this, where it's like they have some random person in that, and listen, no. What I don't want the situation to play out where it's like we have everyone that we've seen that's been revealed to be a part of this, right? And they're all doing whatever they're doing, and then the fight happens, and then it's like, okay, it's Morphin time, and then he's just there.
That would be the worst.
I really hope with all these writers that they have on this fucking project that they don't head ass us that hard, and they're just like, yeah, we just, Green Ranger. Like, no. Unacceptable. Like, they better write this shit in. There better be somebody in there, and we better know who. I don't care if it's JJ. I don't care if it's it has to make sense.
It's a person and not an empty suit.
Right.
Do you think it's possible that with Robo Rita, she also came out with another evil Green Ranger, and then they turned that one good without necessarily showing somebody?
That's a cop out.
I mean, it's possible, right? It is not the same Green Ranger. Again, there's small differences with this Green Ranger than the one we know.
Maybe it's one of Trini's daughter's friends or something.
All right, so hold on.
Like that's now, great. It's like a
maybe the story is the Green Ranger is evil again, and they're trying to
I was just gonna say that, like, whoever fucking brings about Robo Rita, right? Because I'm hopeful that they don't try to like ass pull this and be like, oh yeah, even after the big energy wave and Rita's technically good, right? Like, I hope they don't try to even mention that, or they mention it, and that's why there's a Robo version or whatever, right?
Like, so they chose the Green Ranger, not the White Ranger. The White Ranger was always good.
Well, because the White Ranger can't be.
Yeah, so it's possible that this Green Ranger is a fake.
Unless you're Draken.
Yeah, that's what I was about. That's what I was thinking. I was just like.
Unless you but Draken was by choice. That was that's what makes it more OD, right? But anyway, like, yeah, those are my things with the whole Green Ranger situation, because like I didn't like go pop off crazy in my reaction, because like I did see pictures on Twitter and I was like, oh my god, like he's in there, right? And I got a little excited, but then I was like, let me dial it back, because like I don't know if they're gonna Beast more for us, or if it's JJ, or if it's someone like, I'm hearing all these rumors that you guys are bringing up. I'm like, what the, like I love Adam. Everyone knows I love Johnny Bosch. He's like my favorite voice actor, free. But like, there's just some things you don't really do. Yeah, now even if they I will even take it to this stretch. Even if they finally decided to write Matt in. And in the comics, he's the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Right?
I was thinking about that.
And that was from story, though. They didn't just do it. They literally, at this point, Tommy was already white. And then, like, all this shit was happening. And then, what was her name? Grace, I think.
Yeah. Grace and Billy re-engineered, yeah.
That's the way to write him in, He's the new evil Green Ranger. They make him good.
That, you see, and it would hurt a little bit because it's not Jason David Frank, it's not Tommy. But like, if they played that in from the start of the episode, and that was like a part of this plot, And like and that's very nostalgic. That brings it all back, to 30 years ago when they struggled against Tommy as an evil Green Ranger. Now they got to do it again, except this team is all they got fucking Rocky.
Not thinking back at it, right? From speculation, Adam is a mentor, right? He has this quote unquote academy. It's very possible, right? Rita is like, I need somebody to be my new evil Green Ranger, my new old evil Green Ranger. Pick one of the students who happens to be Matt, corrupts him, and now we're right back where we started. It's possible. It could work out.
We're writing it for them, even though it's already written.
Give me the pen and paper, son. I'm telling you. Give me the pen and paper. I got y'all.
There's a lot of potential. Like, I'm just curious to see how they go about this, because like when I first heard about the special and all the speculation about it, it was more focused on what is her name? Because it used to be Min, but what is Trini's daughter's name? It's
I forgot.
I don't know.
I drew a blank, but for the sake of let's call her Min. It's supposed to be about her. Now it doesn't feel like that based on how they are describing everything. And they
might have changed the script.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it could still be a part of it, obviously, like, because there was a scene, a picture in the trailer where they definitely are paying attention to who has the yellow morpher. Like there's a bunch of scenes where you see every color represented except yellow. So obviously, like, the whole thing is like the OG team is there, but something's missing. They're gonna get something to fill in that void, which is probably gonna be his daughter, and they're gonna recruit her, or she's gonna be in this PA or whatever, right? But like how they're gonna handle the Green Ranger stuff, I don't know, because again, this was before his passing, so whether they got him or not, it's like they probably weren't thinking as deeply into it. So it's like I'm fully expecting shenanigans, but I'm just gonna wait and see, because we got a few months. Like I can't do anything else about it.
April feels like it's so long away. Like I want to see this.
It
already.
Does.
April 19th is the release
just
date.
to see. Right, I'm not looking forward to it. But I just want to get over it. Like show me what it is.
I might have to take that day off.
At the end of the day, though, like it's still, I feel like I'm still gonna feel relatively good about it. Like they really have to like mess it up, and
they got Rocky.
They could. I mean, they like, but honestly, like Dimensions in Danger. No, not Dimensions in Danger. Sorry, not Dimensions in Danger. I messed up. No, sorry. Not Dimensions in Danger. Not Dimensions in Danger. Not Dimensions in Danger. Whatever. Not that. I apologize. The triple dino team up is what I was trying to reference.
Yeah. Just call it This Is an Army. It doesn't matter what the fuck it was called.
That shit was so bad. Was super disappointing in a whole bunch of ways. And I feel like after that we need a win. Us like nostalgic fans. And I feel like this is an opportunity. And so far I have the good feels. So I'm just gonna try to ride that wave until we get there. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we get some more details.
Well, I want Mighty Morphin out again.
I will say that, like, from what they said, I like the stuff that they were saying. Like, the only thing I didn't like was the Robo Rita thing. But everything else I enjoy. I was like, okay, it seems like these guys know what they're talking about. Seems like they respect the lore.
Yeah.
Seems like, so I'll just wait and see.
Let's be hopeful.
Really, Is there anything y'all want to see in particular?
I already know Tech wants CJ to show up somewhere, one way or the other.
No, I don't. What? Why?
Listen, we know this already.
What? That would be pointless. I'm a Zach fan too. Zach's my second or third favorite characters. I'm cool with them.
Well,
so no, we got to see Hip Hop Keto.
Oh, I hope.
Yo, you know what? I would love. All right, so on the topic of like what we'd love to see, I would love to see the Juice Bar remade. Like refreshed, because the command center looks like it got rebuilt. Yeah. Because that was another thing. I was like, hold up, like that shit got destroyed.
There's probably a Chick-fil-A now.
But
that's not.
But wait, before the other thing I wanted to just kind of get over, because accompanied with the Robo Rita news was the Alpha return. The original Alpha voice is also reprising the role, but they're starting the conversation of, but what is Alpha going to be referred to as? Because remember back in the day it was Alpha 5, so they're like, you know, kind of leaving it up to us like, oh, what's it gonna be? I'm just thinking it's probably gonna be like Alpha 30 because of 30th anniversary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What was Alpha and Overdrive?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't remember which Overdrive one.
I mean, I just think they're just gonna keep referring to as just Alpha.
Yeah, like they always do that, but like, you know,
Alpha.
like
no Alpha, we're not gonna know. We're really not gonna know, and I feel like it's gonna look like the old Alpha.
Yeah, they wouldn't draw attention to the number unless there was significant. So
it was Alpha 6 and Overdrive.
Yeah, see, here's the weird part, right? And this might be something that would be an insertion of a little bit of new going forward. And I just thought of this, right? I didn't plot this before this episode, I swear. But like, what if like at this point forward, like when they introduce Alpha 30, they like emphasize, or someone has a line in the dialogue where it's like, yeah, like, you know, all these versions of Alpha now exist, but they've been sent out across like different parts of if they want to go the multiverse route, or the different universes or planets, however way they want to go. So, you know, obviously there's like an Alpha 5 all the way to 30, but another team has that Alpha potentially. That could be something. It might not happen. I wouldn't be offended if it didn't, but like, you know, that was one of the things that they were, you know, trying to, that they pointed out low key, was like, oh, like, what's he gonna be called now? And they did low key drop a line saying that, like, when they were going over like the synopsis of what this movie was gonna be about, they said that this will also like have like a teenager with attitude, which is of course gonna be Trini's daughter, but they didn't show her at all in any of these shits. So I don't know. But yeah, and of course, April 19th is the release date of when this drops on Netflix. So yeah, if there's any other things you guys want to...
Countdown begins.
Yeah.
Cautiously optimistic. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I would love to see Adam and Aisha be the Omega Rangers. I'm not gonna lie. That would be kind of
I would just love to see the Omegas like referenced. You know, just like they don't even have to show the suits or anything, but like if Zach talks about, you know, his space adventures or something, or maybe he recants like the time he spent with Trini, you know, because you know they're gonna talk about her, and I was like, what better way to say, oh yeah, remember, you know,
that would be sick.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm watching that frame 1. And I hope none of y'all pull a Uchi and wait for a reaction, because as soon as it drops, I'm watching it. And
that's what I'm saying. I might have to take off work so I can react to it at midnight and not have to worry about work the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to capture this.
What time does stuff usually drop on Netflix? Because it's gonna be like a 3
a.m. 3 a.m. Eastern. Because it comes out midnight on West Coast.
I might not watch it that late, but
listen.
First thing when I wake up.
Listen, I hope that Bulls game go into overtime or something. So you're gonna watch it.
What day is that? Is that like a?
What day is that
like
actually?
Saturday. What day is it? 17th?
19th. Oh, it's a Sunday. Oh no, wait, never mind. I'm sorry. No. That's it's a Wednesday. Ew.
Yes. What? Okay, listen.
It's a middle of the damn week.
I wish it was like a Saturday morning. That would be OD.
If it was a Saturday morning.
Listen, you already know it's gonna be filled with spoilers, so it has to be. The social media is gonna blow up with these spoilers.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
If Europe gets it first, we gotta find a plug or something. We Europeans for that day.
VPN.
We find something. We find a way to watch it. I'm not waiting nothing. These spoilers are going to be everywhere, yo. These spoilers are going to be all over social media. So I'm not trying to get spoiled. I'm trying to watch that frame. I'm treating this like a Marvel movie. Like as soon as it drops, I'm watching it. I don't care what people talk about after I'm done watching it, because I already watched it at that point. But nah. No, I'm avoiding every spoilers at all costs.
That's the best way to put it. You have to treat this like a Marvel film.
Have to.
I don't watch Marvel trailers no more, bro.
That's it, yo.
I just hope that they got like the music in there.
Oh, Ron Wasserman? Ron Wasserman?
That's a long shot.
What, 541 fight?
Yeah, just give me like We Need a Hero or something.
Oh my god. Oh my. See, I didn't even think of that.
I mean, they remixed the main theme so many times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they gotta do something, because one of the biggest gripes, we talked about this before, the music don't hit in the same, but part of what made those fight scenes hit was the music.
They need to
give me the Ron Wasserman remix track. I'm sure he would let them do it. Just come on.
Nah, listen. Ron just needs to let them give him the okay. Like, okay,
even if he made
Billy's back, Zach's
even
back.
if he made something new, but like
get that man in the stew.
Yeah, please.
Facts.
That's all I want at this point.
Just hit him up for the wave files, bro. Come on, it's not that hard.
Facts.
I'm hopeful now. Shit. See, like that's a very important part because having that correct 90s music, even if they do remix it for like, to make it sound all new and shit, but listen, if we're getting the original cast, we need the original fucking music too, okay? That much is true. It needs to hit, okay? And listen, and if the plot that we kind of came up with together, where it's like Robo Rita is trying to get her own evil Green Ranger and they're fighting and I don't hear go green, I'm telling you,
Cybertron.
Yeah. Or fucking Cybertron, bro, needs to happen.
So
needs to happen.
One thing I noticed, and this is like more of like a side thing, but like one thing I noticed in the trailer that I don't know if they'll address or bring attention to it, but it's just like I was kind of looking for was the fact that I didn't see any Master Morphers. But the thing is, like, we know that Kat, especially Kat, right? We know that she has the turbo powers, and obviously if she's in this, she has the Mighty Morphin. So you can imply.
And Zeo.
Yeah. So it's like she still has access to the powers, but is Tommy the only one that has a Master Morpher, or do they have Master Morphers? But there's a different because Tommy's Master Morpher is gold because he had the gold thing. So maybe they do have Master Morphers. They're just like the standard color.
Yeah, whatever.
But
as long as it's the buckler,
I don't think so because
like,
it says if you look at the Morpher, it says Mighty Morphin on it. So I don't think that it is a Master Morpher.
Yeah, but I guess just in my head, like maybe they got the cheap one and JDF had the OD one. Like but
he got his shit custom.
Like,
bro.
And granted, it's like it's not like they're gonna be like this isn't a Zeo special, so it's not like we're gonna see like the Zeo Rangers turn into Zeo.
I think the idea of just having one Master Morpher I like just the idea of having one Master Morpher because let's just say it gets lost or somebody's trying to find it and now they have the power right there in that Morpher. It just makes it more OD as opposed to many different Rangers just having a Master Morpher.
Nah, listen, we already know who deserves one.
Yeah. I mean,
most of that cast.
Yeah.
Most of them. Like Adam, 100% needs a fucking Master Morpher. There's no question. Mans was green twice. And it was freaking Black Ranger. My man was morphing into that shit with a broken one. He needs the upgrade above everybody else.
He probably let Zach borrow his Morpher, be like, "Oh yeah, I don't need this. No, this was yours first. Here, keep. I fixed it. Put some glue on it or something. So here you go."
Yeah, right.
Billy's like, "Oh, I never listen. I'm Billy. You already know. I had mine repaired that 2 days. I was done. I'm able to morph again."
As soon as he pulled up to Aquatar, they fucking hooked him up. They put a little fucking what was it? Fucking the WD or whatever on that
WD-40.
Shit. Yeah, that's what
I don't think Catherine was ever pterodactyl.
She was.
Yeah, she was.
She got the power from Kimberly.
But weren't they ninjas by the time that Cat came?
Oh, you mean pterodactyl? Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, she was the
Pink Ranger power. Yeah. That's what she was.
Yes.
Yeah. You're right.
So,
you're right.
She was what is the crane? Like that's what she was.
Yeah, she never was pterodactyl. Yeah,
because Rocky was Tyrannosaurus.
Yes,
for a little bit.
Rocky was Tyrannosaurus,
and Adam was Mastodon, and Billy obviously was Triceratops and the Wolf or whatever.
Wait, no. He had Mastodon, Lion, something power.
Mastodon, Lion, Thunderzord power.
Catherine is the only one who only had one, really. So if she calls it pterodactyl, it'd be pretty weird because she never had that.
Yeah, Rocky didn't have Tyrannosaurus. Now that I think about it, either.
He did.
Nah, they came in season 2.
I could have sworn.
No, I just watched these.
He's
the Tyrannosaurus fucking dragon.
Okay. No, but that's when they call the Zords. But when during the morph sequence,
the Morphin,
he says Tyrannosaurus.
Oh, they say it, but like he didn't have the fucking Zord.
He didn't have the Zord. But we're just talking about the Morphin.
Didn't they show the animation of the Zord transforming into it?
Yes.
Exactly. So he had it.
No, this is different.
No.
Because they just do that for effects because there ain't no way the Thunder Zords are turned.
No, he had the fucking dragon.
The more powerful Zord.
they didn't want to let go of those names because back then when we were kids, we had to have some sort of connection between like, why did they have these and now they have these? So like, oh, let's combine the names. Freaking, that's why he's a Mastodon, Lion, Thundersword Power, and then like boom, and then you see them and then they just transformed because for a visual effects and they needed filler time because they had no more footage.
But that Kimberly, she had both the pterodactyl and the crane, and
that's facts.
So
yes,
it would have just made more sense.
Yeah, so it'll be weird. And also, are they gonna have a Zord fight?
I don't think any of the anniversaries, except for Dimensions in Danger. But that episode was just according to some people. They actually had a Zord. No other. No,
wait. The Dino team up. The Dino team up had a Zord too.
Yeah,
I had three. I had all three Dino Zords.
You're right. But that episode wasn't. That episode sucked.
It did suck. But then they just ripped that Zord fight from the Sentai. So
Yo, do you realize? Hold on. We're obviously this is what happens. But listen, do you realize that is how OD Tommy really was with that Master Morpher? That meant that he had access to all his Zords, all of them.
Yo, facts.
So if he wanted to, he could call Dragon Zord from anywhere, just like he called the fucking Falcon. He could have called White Tiger. He could have called Brachio. He could have called all that shit. Mm-hmm. Come on, son. This guy's
he could have
the greatest.
The red Battle Zord.
Fuck all your Facebook groups.
And your bullshit ass opinions. Top 5 Zord fights of all time. He could have done that again with Zeo.
Guys,
man's OD. Man's OD.
Anybody who I truly cannot understand anybody that actually hates on that character.
Oh, listen, I named somebody earlier. I'm not gonna name him here, but there are people out there that think he's overrated or
it's just people hate the main character. That's it.
Or it's us old school people that just can't let go of the past. Clown shit, but whatever.
It's main character syndrome. That's all it is. Just like people want to hate the main character because he's the main character.
Yeah, that's it. Everybody likes him. Most of the character you're supposed to like. I'm gonna be a hipster and not fall for what they're trying to do. Shut up, man. Listen, you gotta put respect on this man. There ain't nothing in Power Rangers he hasn't done. He saved the world how many times? Man's appeared in 3 movies. What other Rangers done that shit? Fuck out of here. Well, except Kimberly, but still. Fuck out of here.
Who else fucking tornado kicked a motherfucking whole dinosaur?
Yeah. And before anybody says, oh yeah, but I bet you, this character could have done it, but guess what? They didn't.
Ask Rocky to tornado kick a dinosaur. Watch what happens to his back.
Oh yeah.
It'll break again. Motherfucker.
Listen.
All right, we're done. This episode's over. This episode's fucking over. You guys have anything else?
I feel like the greatest of all time.
I feel like we just like shit on Rocky like consistently throughout this episode.
Hope he never finds this channel.
Yo, he's gonna hate this.
Listen, if there's anybody that genuinely look, if whoever's watching this in the comments, if you guys can just please tell us, why we have the wrong idea of Rocky, if you could actually give us valid points on why Rocky should get more respect outside of the comics. Listen, I will respect it as long as they make sense.
I'll say one thing. The reason why we like Rocky in the comics, Steve Cardenas did give them that idea. He gave Ryan Parrott the idea. Well, no, but I'm just saying. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like he gave the idea. And granted, Steve Cardenas is not technically Rocky, but he's the person who played Rocky.
Yeah,
and I feel like we know he loves comics. Yes, we do. But we know that he was still aware of the things that they missed out on. So it's like, I guess in the back of my head, it's like he probably would have done more if he could, but that's just not the direction they went in. But that being said, he's trash.
I hope in the 3rd anniversary, I hope he is the one to save the world. I hope it's Rocky because that's the redemption he needs outside of the comics.
Absolutely, he needs that. You're correct. He 100% out of all the characters,
it's him.
The Rocky redemption.
Rocky redemption. That has to happen. At that point, listen, if he does that, I'm never talking shit. We're redoing that Red Ranger tier list, and we putting him
He's
in
not S. There's no way he's going to be S.
He's not going to be S, but he's definitely not going to be all the way at the bottom.
He will go from the trash to the B tier instantly.
Yes, I would agree. I would agree because that's a feat.
Fine.
That's crazy.
That's a very good feat. So
who's going to do it? Billy's going to be the one. Be like, yo, call it. Call it. Go ahead. Power Sword. Oh, he's gonna be so hyped.
Well, we'll see. And I hope I'm right. I hope Rocky is the one to save everything.
Yeah, of course. That would be great.
He's so used to getting kidnapped and always being, getting bodied. He probably learned his lesson now. It's like, I'm not falling for no tricks again. I know what we got to do.
I'm not falling for no tricks.
You know what would be fucked up? Oh my God, I gotta stop. If he gets the Dragon Shield, because he was the... all right. Episode's over.
Yeah, episode's over.
That would be the first time that shit would break. If you wore that shit. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you guys are tuning in for all these episodes. We'll have some more topics and everything to talk about. Make sure you guys are leaving your comments below. Let us know what you guys thought about everything from FanFest and all the talk and speculation going into the Cosmic Fury and Once and Always Mighty Morphin Power Rangers special. It's been your boys here at Power Rangers Academia. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. May the power protect you. Keep it locked loaded right here on this channel. Stay safe, stay clean, and stay inside. We'll see you guys next time.